Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Dip with Chelsea. During today's video, I am trying out a new to me design. I am calling this the Cuticle Glitter Accent because I don't know if it has a name, but that's all I can come up with for what makes sense to me. So basically, we're going to be doing just a little accent of glitter around our cuticle area. So I went ahead and did the other nails off camera because it's nothing special, just 2 dips of color or glitter and then clear on top. So this off-white shade is called Copacabana and it has a gray undertone, but I really like it because it's very soft, very subtle, which I thought would be the perfect pop with this glitter. So this glitter was in the Marla Chris and Virgo and Gem advent calendar. It is not for sale, but if you do have it, it would be a really fun accent nail. That's what I did here on my pinky because I wanted to at least have one full glitter nail, but I love this glitter. It is a full coverage gold fine glitter in it with these pops of green and red foil flakes. So this design is kind of the same concept as doing a freehand color block. So what I really love about it is that the possibilities are endless. You could do this design here on the sidewall area. You can make these strips up here at the top thicker than how I do mine. Totally personal preference. You could even make it swoop down here, down at the bottom, but it's really fun because you can make your own twist on whatever design you want to do. So I grabbed my Dipwell liquids for this particular nail because it is a slower drying base liquid and also because of the shape of the brush. So the brush itself within the bottle has a rounded shape, which makes it kind of seamless when you're doing up around your cuticle area. And I felt like it made it easier to freehand paint this design. So my first layer will be a full dip of the Copacabana white shade on my entire nail. So I just remove as much product off of the brush as possible. And then with my finger pointed slightly down, I guide the liquid back towards my cuticle area and then pull it down. So here you can see I start it and then guide it back. That gives me control over the liquid so I don't flood my cuticles and I don't get this product on my skin. Then I dip into the powder and tap off the excess. Because of how seamless the liquid went on, you can see I don't even need a toothpick to clean up anything. It just goes around the bend of your cuticle and your skin so beautifully. Once it's dry, I use a stiff scrub brush to remove all of the excess powder. Here is a closer look at this gorgeous glitter. I am so obsessed. I knew right when I saw all of the shades in this box, I had to have this one on my nails immediately. So basically, I'm going to use my base brush and just paint it along the curve of my natural nail. So I'm removing as much product off of the brush as possible. And then I start on one side over at my sidewall area and then follow the curve. So I went with a thinner swoop design for this because I have shorter nails, but if you want to do a thicker accent of this glitter, you absolutely could if you have longer nails or it's just something you prefer. No right or wrong answer, whatever you like. So then I'm going to lay my nail flat on top of the glitter. That way it's really pigmented and grabs all of that beautiful fine gold glitter and then tap it down. Now moving quickly with my cuticle pusher, I am going to just make sure my line is really crisp. So in case I missed anything or when I laid my nail into the glitter, this just gives it a really finished, fine look. And this is why I grabbed this particular brand liquid because it is slower drying. So I have time to clean up any glitter that might be kind of not within my curve that I want. Then I tap everything back down again because we did move a lot of that glitter, so it does leave a little bit of a ridge. So I just press it gently back down. So as you can see, I did not get any of that red or green flake, but no big deal because we're just going to go ahead and hand place them. Now that it's dry, I'm going to use a different scrub brush to scrub off the glitter. That way I don't contaminate my other one that's for solid nails. Next, I pour some of the glitter into the lid so that I can use a toothpick to easily pick up the red and green flakes. Then with my base liquid, I remove as much product off of my brush as possible so I don't get it on my skin. And I basically just outline that glitter that I already have on my nail with the base liquid. I press the toothpick into the wet base liquid on my nail so it gets sticky and I can pick up those flaky pieces. Then I just go around on there and I hand place them. All right, I am really happy with how that turned out. I am going to stop hand placing and finish up the rest of the nail. So we're going to use our base liquid to freehand paint this white area. That's going to help so that we don't have this ridge where the glitter is, and it's going to give it a more even surface, and of course do a little bit more white, which makes it more opaque. So I'm using my glitter accent as my guide to make sure that my brush meets the glitter but doesn't overlap the glitter. It's also important to remember to make sure that glitter area is dry, because when we pour this white over top, if the glitter area is not dry and it's still a little bit tacky, then that white could possibly get in that area and cloud over top of the glitter. And now I'm just pouring over. I do find this to be easier because I don't want to possibly contaminate this solid color with any glitter that might come off on my nail. Once it's dry, I scrub everything off and then we can clear encapsulate. So I've got my Revel Nail Clear Dip Powder. Any clear dip powder will do. So we're going to use our base liquid to do a full layer on our nail and then dip into the clear. So basically this is going to not only protect it when we file, shape, and buff, but it's also going to help give the nail an even surface. Since it is going from glitter down to solid, there can be a little bit of a lift or a ridge between the difference of the two. Once the clear is dry, I scrub everything off and then it's time to activate. Now with my activator, I apply a very generous layer to the entire nail, let that dry for 2 minutes, and I'm gonna file, shape, and buff off camera. So here it is, all done. She is whipped into shape, and now we can do our second layer of activator. So this will be another generous layer across the entire nail, and then let that dry for 2 minutes before top coat. Now that it's been 2 minutes, I'm going to use my step 4, which is sealer, apply a few quick strokes on the nail, and then let that dry before going in with my second coat. So my second coat is more precise and more detailed. I'm just making sure I get all the way over to those side walls, but not on my skin, and then cap off my free edge. So here is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and this design. If you do celebrate, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.